What's up, dudes? My name is Nick. Welcome back for another one of my music video reactions. As the title above says, we're taking a look at this brand new song from Pentagon titled Runaway. If I remember correctly, the most recent song that they released with the music video was like a pre-release track that I didn't actually cover, so I'm sorry about that, but there was stuff going on. So we're gonna take a look at this song, of course, as you know we do with like most K-pop releases, and yeah, I don't necessarily have any sort of intro bit to hype this up or anything like that, but Pentagon's a good group. I like them a lot, or I like them, yeah, I like them a lot, let's just say that. And you know, let's just do it. Let's not delay this any further. So we're gonna do what I do in all my videos here, and I'm gonna listen to this song. I'm going to give you guys my honest first impression, thoughts, and opinions on it, whether I like it or not. So if that is something that you guys are interested in hearing more of in the future, then please do consider clicking on the subscribe button down below. So with all of that being said, hold on a second. All of that being said, let's get this video started. I just had to figure out where the spacebar was for a second. I don't know why, but that little sample that was going on in the background of the song, it reminds me of a K-pop song from another group that was released this year. I'm feeling like they took that from another K-pop song. Alright, I dig this. This is good. I dig that. Okay, it's very interesting sort of well, interesting sound that they've gone for that chorus. Potentially a little annoying as it went on, but you know, it is what it is. Maybe it could have been better if they kind of like changed it up a little bit, put something in there to break it up, but either way, it's good. I dig this. This is good. I love it. I think the verses do a great job of actually like setting the tone for this chorus. I like this. This might be my favorite song from Pentagon. This, honest to God, this might be my favorite song from Pentagon. I dig that last little bit right there, because this is probably like the outro bit, but that last little bit right with that build up and then that pause with nothing, and then they drop right into this chorus. That was good. That was actually really I think powerful way to finish off the song. That was really good. I like that a lot. That was, like I said, I think that this song is probably my favorite song from Pentagon so far. It's definitely, I think, a really good song from them. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, like every single part of the song is, I think, is really really strong and play off of each other really really well to make everything, you know, really really good. The chorus is definitely something that I definitely really really like. I kind of said, you know, like the sound and the little progression they got going for that chorus with the music, at least with the music track at least. The first time I listened to it, it was like, okay, it's a little, the repetition of it's a little annoying, but you know, the repetition is kind of what's going to stick in your, is going to make it stick in your mind, is going to make it memorable. But you know, just putting all of that aside, the actual, just like the kind of flow and the feel of the way that comes out is really really good. I like it. I was into the flow and the beat of the song during the chorus, especially because that little progression just made it really really obvious, really really apparent. And yeah, I think they actually did a really good job with the verses that preceded the choruses to kind of set that whole tone too, or set the chorus up, you know, for potentially the most impact. Because, you know, I don't think there's necessarily a super big sort of change when it comes to the like levels of like energy level, or necessarily a really big change in the music. It just is kind of a little bit of a change on what instruments are at the forefront of the music track. Because after the chorus, listening to the verse, I did actually pick up that whole progression that you hear in the chorus, but it was layered beneath the rest of the instruments during the verse. And that's definitely a little, so it was there, right? So maybe you weren't like, you know, consciously, obviously hearing it. Like it wasn't something that you recognized that you were hearing, but it was something that you were unconsciously hearing. It was something that you were taking in. So that, I think, kind of maybe potentially plays a little bit of a role in the shift from the verse to the chorus being something that's not necessarily super super abrupt or jarring. Not to mention too, the just kind of the way that they kind of transitioned into it, especially with the way that the chorus first started, where they kind of give you a couple repetitions of that music track before they throw in the vocals that you're probably going to end up singing along with for a little bit. That kind of course, was like, so they drop out the verse and the vocals for the verse, and then the music for the verse, of course, and they transition into the music for the chorus, and then a little bit after that comes the vocals for the chorus, and that gives a little bit of a, you know, moment, a couple seconds for you to kind of just realize, okay, so we're moving on to to another part of the song now, and also to kind of get into the flow and the groove of the chorus, which is good stuff. I like that aspect of it, I guess, too. It's not necessarily like that's a trick or necessarily a super, you know, like a fancy thing, you know, that they did with the composition of the song. It just is something that at least I kind of noticed, that setting up the chorus like that, or, you know, the chorus specifically, having it kind of arranged like that, definitely kind of made the whole made me get into it a little bit more, because I had a second to kind of like figure out how it would, you know, what it sounded like, how it felt, you know, how I was gonna, like, you know, take that in, interpret that, and then, you know, potentially like express that through, you know, bobbing my head or, you know, doing something like that. So it was really really good. Kind of definitely, like I said, set it up really really well to be a easy chorus to take in, and just that it's gonna stick with you. It's really really good. Other than that, I mean, like, I definitely don't think that the verses are anything that are particularly boring or bad. You know, so sometimes like you listen to a song and like the verses, they're not like horrible, but they're also not really impressive. They're definitely forgettable. But this isn't really one of those songs where I think the verses are forgettable, and like they could have put literally anything in there to take up that part of the verse. You know, sometimes you get that in songs. This isn't really one of those songs, because the verses, I think, are actually really kind of important to, of course, fill up the time between the choruses, which are the main point of the song, but the verses also really do kind of set the tone and the mood, I suppose, for a little bit of what you're going to get out of the chorus. I think so. I mean, overall, it's definitely a really good sort of like first impression of listening to the song. And I would honestly like to listen to this song a little bit more in depth in the future. So, or I'm going to anyway, but whether or not I share my thoughts on it, I don't specifically know. So that's really all I got to say about the song from Pentagon. Like I said, I think that this is my favorite song from Pentagon thus far. It's definitely, yeah, I would have to say this is probably their best song. So that's always really good. So I'm gonna leave you guys with the question here, which is, what is your favorite Pentagon song? I know that I asked that at least in the comment section on my card reaction yesterday, but it is really interesting, you know, when I say, like, because I always want to know when I listen to a song, I'm like, this is my favorite song from this group so far. I want to know what other people think, what their favorite songs are, and why. So answer that question down in the comments below. Also, do not forget to share your thoughts and opinions on this song in particular. Put it down there. Don't be afraid to share your thoughts, whether you like this song or not, because this community that we're trying to build is all about having some free and open discussion about our thoughts and opinions, whether we agree, disagree, or not. So if that is something that you guys are interested in becoming a part of, then please do consider clicking on the subscribe button down below. So that is going to be it for this video. As always, I want to thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time.